Russian scientists believe BP is pumping millions of gallons of Corexite, C-O-R-E-X-I-T-E, 9,500, a chemical dispersing agent under the Gulf of Mexico waters to hide the full extent of the leak, now estimated to be over 2.9 million gallons a day. Experts say Corexite 9,500 is a solvent 4 times more toxic than oil, 4 times more toxic. The agent, scientists believe, has a 2.61 ppm toxicity level, and when mixed with the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, its molecules will be able to phase transition. This transition involves the change of the liquid into a gaseous state, which can be absorbed by clouds. The gas will then be released as toxic rain, leading to unimaginable environmental catastrophe, destroying all life forms from the bottom of the evolutionary chain to the top. If they don't contain this thing, and this is a big if, I hope tomorrow morning that BP will be able to cap this whole thing. That is my wish. I'm begging. I'm pleading. I'm asking, please do it. If they don't, with the toxic gases that are coming out of this well with the oil, hydrogen sulfide, benzene, methylene chloride, and our stupid congressmen up there, they haven't got the backbone of a jellyfish. They don't have an ounce of care for human beings, or they'd be telling them what the Environmental Protection Agency has found that is blowing over the land.
Tell folks how they can get your breakdown of this information.
I did a CD on yesterday. We had to do it quickly.
Oh, so it's audio,
to be
okay.
able to get this information out. All of what I've said today is on there, plus I have pages of information that's not there. I beg of you, you know my DVDs and CDs are not copywritten. You must get this out to millions of Americans. Alex Jones Show, you've got to get everybody to go on the web and look at it. Please call and get my 8 DVD set and the one that we produced on yesterday, which will tell you everything that's going on in the Gulf. The toll-free number is 888-799-6111. Now, some people don't like to talk to an operator. Please go on the web to prophecyclub.com. You can get it there if you wish. That's prophecyclub.com, or our toll-free number, 888-799-6111. I know that prevailing winds are from the northwest to the southeast, and these gases are blowing over the Delta, over Florida, and if they do not cap this well, you are going to see people sick. You might even see an evacuation of certain parts of the Gulf and Florida. It is going to affect the finances, economy of this country in a way that you can't even imagine.
Well, let's talk to Mike in New Orleans. Well, boy, they got Katrina and now this. Mike, thanks for holding. Welcome.
Yes, thanks for taking my call. I write for an independent newspaper in New Orleans. I have 2 deep sources that have their feet on the ground. I will tell you what I have confirmed. What I have confirmed is that BP is in charge of everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. They are in charge of the police. They are in charge of it all. They are and do have a complete media blackout on what's going on. They will not allow any cameras in. There's no confirmation yet on arrest, but they are threatening arrest. They have all of that area, all of the people in that area completely intimidated. There's an army of BP thugs down there. So far, it's only been the Coast Guard and the local authorities that are working in conjunction with them. There has been no sightings of any military, but all from what I have just heard and all from the feeling that is going on. I can only speculate, especially if a storm comes along, that we're going to be looking at mass evacuations from this area.
Now, what are the BP, you call them thugs, what are they doing? Just letting you know that they're in command and you're scum?
More than that. They are beyond the intimidating the workers into signing non-disclosure forms. There are reports, and this is confirmed, of them having the crews stand down as swaths of oil has washed ashore. Confirmation that the BP people abandoned 44 boats that were ready to go out there and take and corral the first oil that was coming into the marshes. They just abandoned them.
It has been intimated to me that everything that I was told a year and a half ago as to their timeline, that now they're going to use this as a method of fulfilling it.
These communities down there are very, very small, so it's not that hard to go ahead and overtake them.
Typically, yeah, they're having some photo ops, and so you were brought down to be shown a photo op, but then you noticed it was just a photo op.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell. I'm like you. I believe in telling the truth regardless. And I was taught that from a child, and I still do it today. I guess there's so many people in the country that are intimidated by their higher-ups. They've been brainwashed into believing that they ought to go along with everything. And that's the only thing I can think of that would cause them to do such things, realizing that people's lives are at stake.
Gary in New Orleans. Gary, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Mayday, Mayday, Alex. If we ever needed your bullhorn, we need it now down here.
I recognize Gary. I know your voice. You're a talk show host down in New Orleans.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I had to take action a couple of years ago when you said to quit calling Alex Jones to do it, get out there and do it yourself. So I've been down on the island, and pretty much what's happening, there are no armed troops as of yet. Now, there is a report from the Washington AP that the State Departments are considering assistance from 13 countries, and State Department Crowley is stating that there's going to be German, France, Britain, and also the UN Environmental Program. So if you've seen the report from Iron Mountain, that might tell you a little bit.
Oh, no, give me that headline. This is big news. What's the headline on the troops from 13 countries?
13 nations and UN offering help, U.S. says. And it's about 4 paragraphs if you want me to read it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, the State Department says officials are considering offers of assistance from 13 countries and the United Nations to help in the massive oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. U.S. neighbors, Canada and Mexico, are among those offering equipment and experts in containing the cleanup and the leak of the BP oil spill. All right, then State Department spokesman P.J. Crowley said Wednesday that Coast Guard is evaluating the needs of the cleanup operations and will decide what, if any, aid to accept in the coming days. And the last paragraph is, also offering aid is Britain, France, Germany, Ireland, the Netherlands, Norway, Romania, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, and the UN Environmental Program.
It'd be one thing if early on you have Dutch ships in the area with the booms. They say, hey, let us help you, let them. But it's another thing to wait 40-plus days, not let the states. They're not letting Jindal. They're not letting the Louisiana governor. They're not letting the Mississippi governor. They're not letting Florida go in. Well, how can the feds tell the states what they can and can't do? I mean, this is a 9th and 10th Amendment issue, a states' rights issue, but the State Department is looking, and I appreciate your call here with the info, at sending the UN in, which will then be photo ops, just like New Orleans. They wouldn't let the troops or the National Guard or the Walmart or the Coast Guard help people. All they would do was send in federal troops to confiscate guns in high and dry areas as a gun confiscation drill, basically. And then Mexican troops were brought in to Texas and Mississippi, Louisiana as support role. So the message is only foreign troops can help you. The states can't. The states can't be trusted, but foreign governments can. This looks like they're going to turn into a huge United Nations love fest, you know, where, oh, thank God the UN came. And I bet the UN even comes up with the idea of how to fix the leak. What do you think, Lindsey Williams?
Anything could happen at this point. I think it is anybody's guess what might take place. There's one thing for sure. Regardless of what happens, the elite are going to profit from what has happened.